Tonight, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's the NFC Championship game. As we'll see Tom Brady and the Chicago Bears taking on Gardner Minshew and the Arizona Cardinals.
Now, this great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Chicago Bears. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports, and man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by Gardner Minshew, sixth-round selection in 2019 out of Washington State.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And it's second down. Out of the gun is Minshew. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Let's go. 8-3.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell.
Number 26.
It's big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 31. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
The ball carrier.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though.
They're looking for Jeudy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over and
teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Working from the gun, it's Brady. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, he'll have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Now on first and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. On first and goal, Gurley. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a second and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Shotgun now for Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. But now it's third and goal.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Brady now on third and goal. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago.
Set to kick off.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Minshew throwing on third down. A screen to Bell. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it will be fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Cardinals nothing.
On first down, it's Gurley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On second and 12, Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. But now it's third down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Throwing is Brady on third down. It's caught. Jones powering his way forward. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event not getting to them early.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Brady now to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Now it's Gurley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
A 6-yard gain brings up 3rd and goal.
To throw is Brady. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
Gronkowski, incomplete.
So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And Lambo will put this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Bears 10, Cardinals nothing.
So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Looking to throw it, Minshew. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Minshew completes it to the tight end Smythe. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try to keep the defense honest.
You mean also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah.
Now the ball comes loose, and this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this,
is cold.
and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2 minutes remain in the 1st half of this NFC Championship. folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Brady now on first down. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
Defense.
Gronk, so tough to cover. Sometimes a flag's going to come out.
His size and his ability create a lot of these pass interference calls. If you're trying to go through him to get to the ball, that's almost impossible, and he benefits on the play.
Brady now on first down. Sanders has it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
That's another Bears first down.
From the gun, it's Brady. That is caught inside the 5. And the Bears are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Julio Jones, the lone receiver left. Brady going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A.J. Green there to make the grab. And the Bears will extend their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Lambo to add on the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown.
Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Adam Humphries on the return. The Cardinals take over first and 10.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a...
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look in the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Operating from the gun. Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the...
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half as the Bears push further out in front. Lambo on for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here comes the Bears defense now back out onto the field. And a big reason they have the lead right now, as we see on the screen, their 3 turnovers.
And how about the emotion now that the defensive team is generating for the entire team? Creating the turnovers, what they call takeaways, and turning those into points for their team. That's why they have the lead, and that's got to be exciting for those guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Bell. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on first down is Minshew. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Von Miller, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at it.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's look back to the AFC Championship game held earlier today. And it's the Cincinnati Bengals who are heading to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this NFC Championship game. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half, as one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. To find out who, let's turn it back over to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Halas Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
28-yard line.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Khalil Mack coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
They need a stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Brady. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
They run. It's Gurley. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the gun, Brady. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The end result, 21 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. The 4th touchdown pass in the game for Tom Brady. And this offense is running away with this one. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long. And they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. Lambeau to add on the extra point. Even larger here in the 3rd quarter. That time a 6-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago.
Josh Lambeau set to kick off.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
I'm trying to collect. 198. Watch 98. There you go. Too little.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go play action here with Minshew. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Gain of 6.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
He finds Humphreys. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. And this is good for a first down. His second grab of this NFC Championship out.
This has to go down as one of the routes in the playbook, but oh, so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Still in search of their first touchdown game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
One quarter remains for Mike to go on to the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
This game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the one really applauding probably is the agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Getting into the right side, Johnson. One thing I think that's safe to say that the tackling's been a little bit good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You got to put almost on the spot. You're taking the next play. It's harder to move.
The intended receiver was passing his loss. And they take this from 2nd to 3rd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. Just a little over 100 yards passing here. This game's offensively pretty good.
They were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of defensive game plan. Let's break it the execution.
So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third. Now they deal with 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. This is Johnson. He's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Johnson.
No reason not to try it there. They do indeed convert on 4th. First down. Now they'll get the throw. Out quickly, Judy. And the Cardinals are going to have their first and goal now. He's the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Again, Minshew getting to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked for 10. Give him the credit for the sack. Loss of 14 yards.
That'll turn up the down a little bit. Now close to the goal line. First down. Run the ball. If you want to throw it, go to the play action.
of a disaster now on second and goal. Back even further. Minshew sets the throw. Here's that's complete. That throw good for only a couple of things up there now.
I think it's okay that they didn't get a whole lot of that play. Nice down the safety valve. This built like this guy. Big target. Guy he can sprint easily. Not going to go where targets are open.
They're going to try to jet sweep on the ball. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. They haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's get it into the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they didn't give up the big play that you would expect down.
And only intercepted. It's the Seahawk over to Thomas. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. The spot right now focuses on the quarterback, and that's Tom Brady. He's enjoying a great deal of success. His team was also enjoying a great deal of success.
He's getting that nice little, I call it QB lean going right now. You see that little stroll that he's got there? Yeah, he's definitely got that. You see him throwing the ball. Nice video. He's seeing that in his head as well because he wants more of that to happen. Anytime you see him relaxed, that comfortable, usually big thumbs up for his team.
That's a big highlight day for him. They'll shoot some clock here. They're going to get it across the 10 to the 15. They need to see what they gave it to him. They're going to return to the 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here is welcome you back. Not totally home free yet. It's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Gurley. Defensively, 1 yard short. Nice pick up on the 8 yards on 1st down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, 5-minute game. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's over for England. And he's going to take it down with Will Marker on the field. Let's see about the call. That was whistle against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a late penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
And now not a lot of time to speak of there, so we get down shy of the 20. So there's a 1-yard pickup there to take it. Get 3rd down to the 6. Brings up a 3rd and back there. Working for the gun, Brady. And they're going to be incomplete. Just so we on the lead there as his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes per air, because that's a completion he makes, but 9.9 times out of 10, just missed that one.
41 yards right there with no return. And the Cardinals take over 1st and 10. Football going back over to Arizona now. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Pressure is extended now. Von Miller in there for sack number 127 in his ranking career, beginning to pass Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the 1st down sack. Minshew. He gets it left side of Richardson. They showed up a nice juke of the defender with an index wave. Going to bring him down. The Bears bring out special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5 all the way down to the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked out and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the ball. That's excellent.
And the line prepping for their next drive in the Bears offense. And you can bet that they are starting to sense it now, that George Hallis Trophy. They're stuck in NFC champions. They try to finish this one. The Bears will be shuffling on to the Super Bowl. They are the NFC champs. As we say goodnight, everybody. And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.